So let's start. Feet shoulder width, standing tall. Just try to relax. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Just try to relax. Imagine someone pulling the top of your head to the ceiling, just lengthening the neck. Just trying to get some distance between your rib cage and the top of your hips. So imagine you're like a plumb line. Your ears are over your shoulders, are over our hips, and knees and ankles. So everything's long and tall. Okay, so coming down the spine, pull the core into the 10th notch. Go halfway, release to the 3rd notch, and relax. And then going into the pelvic floor muscles, pull them up like a lift to the 10th floor. And try to do that without moving anything else, tightening anything else. Relax to the halfway mark. Drop it down to the 3rd floor and hold. And release all the way down. Okay, so relax the thighs, knees and glutes. Just let everything flow into the feet. Feel the floor with the toes, side edge and the heels. Okay, so shrug the shoulders up to the ears and then shoulder blades slide down the back. Just get rid of your tension, any tightness. If you've been holding your shoulders up all day, there's the chance to reduce that. And allow the arms to hang loose by your sides. Okay. So from here, what we're going to do is just start off by stretching the neck. So breathe in. And exhaling, roll the head forward onto the chest. Take a deep breath in, and then tilt the head back, just gently lengthening the neck in both directions. And coming forwards again, down onto the chest. Feel the length in the back of the neck. Allow the shoulders to relax, and then tilt back, breathing out. Okay, coming back to the center, turning your head, looking over your left shoulder, and over to the right. And back again to your left. Just keep everything relaxed and soft in the legs. And one more time. And back to the centre. And then left ear down to the shoulders. So you're stretching out the side of the neck. And the opposite shoulder down. And then change right ear to right shoulder. Okay, so we're going to pick up the band, do some shoulder exercises. Just watch your head when you do this exercise. So we start off with the band above the head. Just place the band loosely in the hands, about body width. And then from here, breathe in, compress the core into a W shape as you breathe out. And relax as you go up. And then pull the band behind the head. Again, W shape, just working the shoulders and the back muscles. A couple more each direction, pulling down. As you expand, you compress, relax. Okay, then bring the band shoulder height. We're going to draw the band in towards the chest. So breathe in, and as you compress the core, expand the band. Trying to keep the elbows elevated so they're approximately in line with the forearm. So as you're sliding the forearm across the floor rather than pulling it down. Good, one more. So kind of drawing the shoulder blades together. Okay, good. And then around the waist, crossover in front, and palms up onto your elbows to your sides. Breathe in and breathe out. Again, just keep the leg muscles relaxed. Relax your glutes. Good, one more. And last one. Okay, and then allow the band to travel up around the back and just do a standing spine twist. So extend the arms out to the sides. Oops. Presentation on now. Right, just check you've got plenty of space. So breathe in. Exhale to your left, shoulders down the back. Breathe in, exhale all the way around to the other side. Just keep those arms long and extended. just unwinding like a cork. That's good. And back to the centre. And then stretching up to the ceiling with the left hand. Reach down to the calf with your right. And change. Breathe in. Breathe out. And each time just try with the stretches to get a little bit further. Always remembering to breathe out on the stretch so you relax. And change. Good. And then you put that band down. Then you go to the end of your mat and you start off with roll down. You just do that a couple of times. When you get to the end of the mat, just start off tall. Relax shoulders, breathe in. Pull the core in, roll down through the spine, keeping the chin close to the chest. Head very low, neck long. Just go down as far as your legs will allow, so don't let the knees bend. Go down as low as you can, relax, breathe in. Pull the core up, push up through the base of the spine, middle back, upper back, neck, and finally the head. And relax, and just do that a couple more times. So, nice deep breath in, pull in the core, breathe out. Long necks and heads, good. And then breathe in, engage, exhale, roll back up through the spine. Just do that one more time. So here we are, just trying to lengthen out the back and also stretch out the backs of the legs. One more time. Breathing out, getting some length. Lovely. And then roll back up through the spine. Okay, so we're going to follow that up with a little bit of stretching. So, just across the mat or either side of your mat, and again, just check you've got space. So legs just nicely apart, not too wide. Just pushing the backs of the hips, push forward, and stretch out the back. Pushing through the tops of the legs. Then bend your left knee and stretch out the opposite leg. Keep the foot flat on the floor. So you look like one of those speed skaters. And then change. So when you do your stretches and you just want to maintain your stretch, when you get into position, you start the count 10 to 15 seconds. And then if you want to develop the stretch, you increase the stretch to up to 30 seconds. Then go a little bit lower if you can, or stay in the same position. Just drop onto the ball of the foot, still keeping that other leg stretched out. Be careful. And then change, just walk yourself over. Stay on the flat of the foot, if you find that more comfortable, or to increase the stretch. Go down a little bit deeper. That's good. Alright, so from here, as we're down here, let's swizzle round, go on one knee, and the front foot a little bit further forward, with the knee pushed over your heel, and just stretch out the hip. That's good. And then stretch out the front leg, toes up. Ooh, so we stretch out the whole leg, back of the leg, and chin down towards your knees. So you're really stretching the calf, hamstrings, and toes up, down towards the Achilles. Okay, good change. Take your time, get yourself into position. And when you're there, just start the count, so at least 10 to 15. And then stretch out the front leg, toes up, chin down to the knee. Okay, good. So going into a sitting position, if you have got a block, pop yourself on your block. And we'll go straight into the spine twist position. So lots of different ways you can do spine twist. If you're not comfortable cross-legged, put your legs out straight. Okay, so what we're going to use is the weights, or the soft weighted balls, so whichever one is fine. So we start off with a tall position, so just make sure your head, neck, and shoulders, and spine, and everything is in alignment. Okay, so take a deep breath in to start with. Pull the core and pelvic floor in as you breathe out. And do that without tightening up your legs. Okay, so if you've got these, just hold them like this, so you look like the scales of justice. And the same thing with the weights actually, just hold them in your hands like this. It gives a different feel to the exercise. So keeping the shoulder blades down the back, breathe in, engage, exhale. Breathe in, engaging, exhale. Again, just try and keep your arms along the same line. Just warming up the spine. If you hear any creaks, don't worry. Last one. And then back to the center. Great, you going all right? Okay, so now extend your legs out and just do a little bit of stretching. So if you want to use the band or the ring, pop it around the sole of your right foot and have a nice comfortable stretch here. And again, with this stretch, keep the toes up, try and get down to the floor without your leg coming up. The leg pushed down onto the floor. Go down as low as you can, relax the knee and the thigh muscle, and gently hold that stretch once you're in position. And breathe out. And try to allow the leg muscles and the joints just to relax. Good, then change over to the side. And repeat. So gently draw yourself down towards your leg. Toes up. Very good. And again, try to keep the legs down. And relax. And okay, from here just draw the feet together, push your knees down towards the floor. These are all different stretches, so this one stretches this part of the leg here, and gently push down and get that loose. And then legs outstretched, spine stretch forward, hand shoulder height, relax the legs. So this is all about the back, but you can also stretch the hamstrings. If when you find you do the spine stretch, your knees start to come up, don't go beyond or stop just before that happens. So hand shoulder height, breathe in, engage the core, lengthen down through the spine, all the way down the arms to the fingertips. Breathe in, draw the core towards the spine, roll up through the back. Good, do that a couple more times. So breathe in, keep those legs flat on the floor. Stop once your knees start to come up, so don't go any further than that. Breathe in, engage, exhale, roll back up. Good, the last one. Breathe in, roll down through the spine, lengthen through the back and the arms, and roll up through the spine. Great, good, perfect. Alright, so we're going to pick up the ring, or you can use your band. Either way, it's fine. So what we're going to do is press the ring in between the knees. If you want to, you can pick up your weights. And so we're going to kind of do a little Russian twist. So we're going to start off here. So as you roll back, just gently squeeze the ring, pull the tummy muscles in, and then sit up and relax. A couple more times. So breathe in, scoop in the core, and one more. Up, and then over to your right, breathe in, engage, exhale, and gently lower the balls to the side, and then up, and then down to the other side. Good, and up. So ideally your feet should be planted on the floor, but I think most people want to come up and down to the other side. So they're working the core and the oblique muscles. And from here, just put the ring down, put your hands under your legs, and just gently roll back down on the mat. Then full body stretch, arms overhead. Stretch the arms and the legs out. And really stretch that spine out. Big deep breath. And then get yourself into your setup. Legs up, knees to the ceiling. Legs parallel, feet in line with your hips. And just check your neck, chin to chest, chin up, away, arching the neck, and then somewhere in the middle, nose to ceiling, is the best position. Coming down the body, breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth and relax. Shoulders and arms. Bowl of water on the hips, rock it backwards and forwards, tilting towards the body, tilting it away from the body, and then finding the midpoint where the water is level. Okay, so we'll start off with some easy warm-up exercises, abdominal preps. So head, neck and shoulders up, slide your ribs to your hips, pull the core down towards your spine. Breathe in, exhaling, rolling back. And as you do that exercise, just try to get length in the neck. As you roll back down, just imagine it's the roll up, roll down exercise we did it in. Just draw those vertebrae out up towards the head. Again, you can do this with weights or balls. Okay, then we're going to go into chest lift. Place your hands behind your head, thumbs down the back of the neck, just gently holding the head there. And again, repeat, breathe in, roll up, ribs to hips. Just do a couple more, and then we go into rotation, just crisscross. To do that without the leg movement to start with. So next time you come up, bring your right elbow over to your left knee, twist at the top, breathing out, roll back down, lengthen, roll up, breathe out. And again, try to keep those elbows stuck out to the sides, don't let your elbows move in and out. Okay, good. And relax back down on the floor. Okay, so picking up the ring, place it between the knees. We'll just do a few squeezes, a couple of exercises to follow that. And again, relax, breathe in, squeeze, engage, breathing out and relax. So if you can imagine the stomach muscles being like one of those concertinas, or imagine you're putting the plug into the sink, you're pushing the plug into the sink to ensure you've got a tight seal. That kind of feeling is drawing everything together, tightening up and strengthening, and using the breath all at the same time. Okay, then bring the legs up into tabletop, and again just a couple of squeezes here, and then we'll go into dips, and you can do these with or without the ring, in singles or doubles. Okay, from here, gently lower the toes down towards the floor, just use that core. Nicely controlled, breathing in, engaging, exhaling, gently lowering. Good, one more. Good, and then back up into tabletop. Place the ring on top of your shins. Okay, so if you look at the ring, just make sure your shins are parallel to the ceiling. So each time you do this exercise, I want you to make sure you can firmly put your ring here rather than having the ring down here. Okay, that all makes sense. So from here, just bring the ring up above the head, and as we extend one leg out and one leg stretch, bring your hands back in about 45 degrees. Breathe in, engage, exhale, lengthen one leg out, the ring behind the head. Bring it back, just checking. So if you can't go low, stay high. The main function of this exercise is to get good leg extension. Use the core and breath. And extend. With the ring, you're not moving your head, but you can see the bottom half of the ring. Okay, and then ring back on the shins. Okay. And gently lower the feet to the floor and the ring on the floor. Right. So bring your knees to your chest, stretch right out. And we're going to go into the 100. So for the 100, you can have your feet on the floor, one leg up, both legs up. both legs to the ceiling, or 45 degrees. Okay. Any of those, you can use the ring if you like, and the weights, or the balls. Okay. So if everyone goes into position, if you want to take a break halfway through, do. Okay. So when you're using the ring, you squeeze the ring on the out breath. Okay. So you breathe in for 5, and breathe out. Squeeze the ring. Breathe in, relax. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And out. And in. And out. 2 more, in. And out. And in. And out. And relax. Full body stretch. Nice deep breaths. Okay, so if we're going to go into the next exercise, some of you might want a back support. Have you all taken them? Yeah? Okay. Do you need one, Sue?
No, I've got the music on.
Sorry?
You haven't got the music on.
It's on, but it's very low. Do you want it up higher? Trouble is, I'm then competing with the music. You're not supposed to be listening to the music, you're supposed to be listening. I must be going down. Can you hear that?
Oh, definitely going down.
You can't hear it?
Yeah, slightly.
Is that better?
Oh, I can now, yeah.
I'm going to have to shout now.
Oh, sorry, all right, turn it down again.
All right, so full body stretch. Okay, arms open. So we're going to do the roll up. Okay, so breathe in, pull the core in towards the back, and breathe out as you roll up through the spine, getting the legs long, low, and heavy. Good, perfect. And again. Nice deep breaths. And then just 3 or 4 more. And finish in a sitting position. Okay, good. Nice deep breaths. Once your legs start to come up off the floor, that's time to stop or take a rest. Okay. And okay, so in your sitting position then, what we're going to do is we're going to do the rolling back. Rolling like a ball. And again, 3 different stages, as you know. So we practice, first of all, just getting the back into a C shape. So we're just trying to push the spine out here, particularly in the lower back. And to do that, use the breath and the core muscles. So you breathe in, pull the core in, and as you do that, breathe out. And it's almost like doing a pelvic tilt, but sitting up. So that pelvic tilt you do, that rocking motion when you're lying on the floor, at the beginning, that's this action here. Okay, and then we go into balance, and the same thing. Breathe in, engage, exhale. Good, and then you work your way into the rolling back, making sure you've got plenty of room behind you. Breathe in, engage, exhale. And again, you can use those soft balls between the knees. If you want to try the ring, you can also do that. You can use the soft weighted balls as well, just to help keep the legs in position. Come back to balance if you can. Okay, good. Last one. Good. And then we'll do a few seals. We'll do about 3 seals. Again, build up. This is just get your hands around the feet and just do 1 tap. Roll back, do a tap. Build up to 2, then up to 3. 1 tap. That's it. Again, a couple more. Hands in the inside. 3 taps. So that's the seal. Again, all about the core and the back. Wonderful. And open leg rocker. Do you like the open leg rocker? So we'll do that then. And so again, various stages. So practice getting into balance like this. Once you feel happy about that, extend the legs out. And open the legs. Little bend to the knees if you need it. Breathe in, engage, exhale. Coming back to balance. Good. Couple more. Good. And one more. Wonderful. Brilliant. Okay, so we're going to roll over onto our right side now. And we're going to go into the chest openers. So make sure you're stacked up, knees bent, heels in line with your hips. And if you need something under your head, put it under your head. Use the weight of the ball. And just bring the arm up, gently painting the ceiling. Follow it with your eyes. Allow the arm to go all the way down, touching the floor if you can. And try to relax into these stretches. And keep the legs pinned to the floor. Watch the knees coming up, so you want to keep those knees down and just allow the legs to be your anchor. Gently opening the chest. And last one. Good, make that last one, and then we go into the hip opener. So place your top hand on the left hip. Gently push your knee up towards the ceiling. Good. One more. Okay, so a variation on this is to use your ball. So if you've got a ball of any kind, soft-weighted one or the soft ball, just place it between your feet and experiment with that. You try and keep the ball in between your feet and open the leg at the same time. That's it, good. And relax. Okay, so we're going to do side bends. So those of you who've got injured shoulders, you stay down low and just practice your side kick. Everybody else, you come up onto your forearm, make sure your elbows in line with your shoulders. So don't have your shoulders slanted or slumped. We want to make sure you lift it here, legs still stacked. So there's 3 levels. We'll start with this level. Lift the hip up, arm over the shoulder, and the head down towards the floor. And again, you can use your weights and your balls. Then if you want to graduate up to the next level, onto your wrist, still with the legs stacked up. And stretch out your glutes. Good. And stay at that level. Or extend the top leg out. Push through straight legs. A lower something. Do a couple more, any level. So gently lift that head, the hip up, and keep the arm over the head. And try and keep your rib cage lifted away. And relax. Okay. From here then, just a couple of different plank positions. We'll start from this position, lift the hips up. Keep the hands up perpendicular. If you find that too much, you just do the same thing but on your forearm. Lift the body up, hand to the ceiling, extend out. You can plank this way or this way. Just a few seconds. So feel that strength in your shoulder and your wrist. Excellent. Some really good photograph. Okay, and bring the supporting hand up and stretch it. Okay, so from here then, if you go face this way, so just remember you're all on your right side. Okay, so here we're going to go onto hands and knees. Little exercise for the back, arch up with the cat stretch, pull core up towards the spine, head down, tuck the pelvis under. And then down into cow, head up, toes under. Back up into cat stretch, really trying to arc the back, lengthen the bottom half of the spine. Once more into cow, and then go into tabletop. Okay, again, you can use weights if you like, or these balls. And the options are arms only, legs only, or arms and legs. Make sure it's the opposite arm and the opposite leg, okay? So a couple of people this morning with, anyway, doing it the same side. Doesn't really work. Well, I'm doing a bad job actually. I wasn't bad. So, extending the arm and leg, so you're reaching, you're extending and lengthening. And bring it out. Remember, you're trying to look for stability at the same time as you do these movements. And breathe in, compress the core, keeping your back as flat as possible. Next long, everyone's doing a really good job actually. And last one here. Fantastic. Okay, just come down into child's pose stretch, lengthen out your back. Breathing out. And then stretch your shoulder. Place your right arm under your left. And then left under right. And then we'll do about 30 seconds of plank. So I'll call out 5-second blips and just find my watch. 5-second blips. And so do up to 30 seconds. If you want to go beyond, we'll carry on, but if you get into position, so on your forearms, lifting your tummy up off the floor, or going into proper plank, or push-up position. Any of those is fine. Okay, so starting from now, breathing normally, keep the head and neck long, that's 5 seconds. 10, take a break whenever you like. 15, 20, 25, and 30 for those that want to carry on. 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and 60. And relax. Come back, child's pose stretch, well done. And then rolling over onto your left side, going into the chest opener position, so stacked up legs, using your weight if you're going to, and float and follow that hand, brushing the paint on the ceiling, allow the hand to go all the way down, following it with your eyes. Good, just remember to keep your legs glued down, legs together, all stacked. Excellent. Just do one more. Make that your last one. Okay. Then we go into the hip openers, so push your top knee up to the ceiling, breathing out. And use the balls if you want, between the feet. This is laterally opening the hip. Just working the hip joint, not the hip pelvis. Last one. Okay. And you're going into the side kick with a side bend. Up onto the forearm. Just check your shoulder and elbow alignment. Top hand on the hip. Use your weight if you want. Lift the hips, arm overhead. Stretching out, stretching the sides. And come down gently. And progressing up onto the wrist if you're going that way. Good. And then if you want to take it to the full extent. Any of those levels are fine. Good. And the last one then, and then we'll go into the side plank. So again, just lift the hips. Hand up to the ceiling, perpendicular, or extend it out. And relax. No need to stretch. Okay, and then over onto your backs. And let's get a ring. Place your legs inside the ring. And get yourself into your setup once more. Check your neck, neutral spine, and place this ring. Now, if it's a bother to you, put it inside. So what we're going to do is shoulder bridge with this. If you want to use circles later, fine, but just focus on the legs at the moment. So working on the outside of the legs. So from here, breathe in, engage, exhale, just gently push the handles out to the sides and then come back. So you might feel certain tension going along the outside of the leg, perhaps at the top or at the bottom. Same thing, use your core. Okay. And now I want to practice a pelvic tilt. So breathe in, flatten the spine, breathing out, so that's your pelvic tilt. That's the action you do when you're doing your rolling back or when you're checking that bowl of water. Okay, this time we're going to roll up through the spine, breathe in, flattening the spine, rolling up, bone by bone, to the bridge. Relax at the top, breathe in. As you roll up and down, you just squeeze the handles out gently, making sure you go into neutral spine at the end. Okay, so when you get to the top, you might want to add in a circle. The leg, hands down, and then roll the body down bone by bone. Again. Just focus on the articulation of the spine, keeping the hips up as you do your circles, so you feel the work going on in the quads and the glutes. Lower the hands before you bring the body down. Just do one more. And bring the body down, put the ring to one side, and bring the legs into the chest. Just gently squeeze. So just releasing the back. Pick up the band and stretch out the legs. Start with the right leg and place your left leg flat on the floor. Okay, so draw the leg towards you until you meet resistance and relax. And then bring the leg forward a little bit more, breathing out. And if you can, push through the heel. You're stretching the whole of the back of the leg. And just hold there. We'll hold it for at least 10 seconds. Just keeping sure the thigh muscles and the knees are soft. No resistance. And lower the leg carefully down to the right, keeping your hips pointing up to the ceiling. Try to relax your hip muscles, just stretching the adductors, stretching the inside of the legs. Don't worry about touching the floor. Okay, bring your leg up. Change hands. Go all the way down to the floor if you've got space. Look out to the right and stretch out your back and your hip. Relax the shoulders and relax the leg. Allow the band to take the weight. Okay, bring the leg up now. Let's go into a one-leg circle. So this is a good exercise for your lower back. And look for your hips. Put the band in each hand. So now you've got full control. And hopefully your leg is pointing straight up to the ceiling. So imagine you've got a pencil in your toe, draw a circle on the ceiling, breathe in, pull the core in, breathe out. Nice smooth circle on the ceiling. Pause at the top, change direction. This gives you a chance to really make sure you're using the correct technique. One more, and then we'll change legs. So if you're super flexible, your leg will come over your face. You feel that lucky? Excellent. Okay, unless you're a belly dancer. Okay. Right leg on the floor, left leg in the air. Pull till you feel resistance. And then relaxing, pull the leg forward a bit more, and if you can, push through the heel, just to give a stretch in the back of the calf and the Achilles. Relax, try to make sure you're breathing out, not holding your breath. Okay, lower your leg down if you've got space. Keep the headlights on your hips, pointing up to the ceiling. This is ensuring that you're just stretching your leg, you're not rotating the body. So we try and isolate the leg from the rest of the body. Okay, shouldn't feel any pain. Bring your leg up, change hands, all the way down if you can. Look into your left hand. Gently stretch, breathing into it. And then bring your leg up, and again, one end of each hand. So you've got good control. And in, engage, exhale, full circle round, pause at the top. Change direction. So the aim here is to completely isolate your leg from the rest of the body, as I said before. So your focus is on that one leg, working the muscles around the hip and the lower back. And last one, going back up to the top. Both feet in the band, bring your legs in towards your chest and reduce the length of the band. So we're just going to use the resistance band to work with. Push your legs away using the breath. So getting full extension. So the lower you get, you have to make sure you use your core. You can't do that today. Keep your legs nice and high. Just focusing on extension. Last one. Good, bring the legs back, knees to chest. Place your legs on the floor. And then pick up your weights, whichever version you're using, and check your back in your neutral spot. Raise the hands up to the ceiling. and reach the ceiling. And gently lower the arms into their sockets. We'll just do a little bit of marching. So breathing in, engaging, exhaling, letting the arms relax down towards the floor. Letting touch, bring them up to the top and change. And up and change. Use the breath. Try to get rid of any tightness. Keep the legs relaxed. Last one. Back up to the top. And then out to the side, so opening up the chest. And relax the arms on the floor. Bring your hands back up, breathe in, engage, exhale. And relax back down. Breathe in, engage, exhale, bring the hands up. And relax back down. This time, just leave the arms on the floor, bend at the elbows, bring your hands up in line with your head, and the backs of your forearms touching the floor. Just check your neutral spine as well. And this time, we're going to lower the hands towards the hips, and again, just watch the back. Breathe in, engage, exhale, stretching the pecs, working the shoulders, and lower again one more time. And then back up to the top, out to the sides and back round to the hips. Put the weights on the floor. Okay, so we're going to stretch out the hip now. Bring your right ankle across your left leg. Bring your left leg up towards the body and squeeze the right leg away. And gently stretch out your hip, deep hip muscles there. Change, left leg across right. Bring your right leg in and squeeze the left leg away. And then from here, full body stretch, arms overhead, breathe in for 4 seconds. Breathe out for 7. And just completely relax. Take a breath in and out. Anchor the body down, allow the hands to turn palms up and the feet to fall to the sides. And we'll just go into some relaxation to finish off. So taking a nice deep breath. Thinking about the head. Also muscles in the face to think about. So relax the jaw first. Everything just slide naturally back towards the hair. Releasing the tongue and the lips. Feeling the cheek muscles slide away from the cheekbones. Breathing in a relaxed way. Allow the forehead, eyebrows and eyelids to soften. Just imagine all those muscles moving smoothly down the back of your head, taking with it all your tension, all your stress, all the tightness. Just let it flow slowly down the back of your neck and over your shoulders. Down the arms, across the elbows and forearms and into your fingers. And as we talk through the body, each part of the body just becomes heavier and more relaxed. Allow the chest to sink into the spine. Just feeling everything just melting away into the mat. Allow it to move slowly down towards your hips. And as the hips get heavier, the thigh muscles start to soften. The kneecaps, shins and calves, ankles and feels warm and comfortable. Okay, from here, just gently rotate your head from side to side. Get rid of any tightness. Bring it back to the centre. Gently point your nose down to one shoulder. And then up and over to the other. Back to the centre. Rotate your wrists and your ankles. And gently sit up when you're ready. Okay. Everyone okay?
Yes.